Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 76441, Hogwarts Castle Dueling Club. It includes 158 pieces for $25 in the US, a price many have argued is too much, but personally I don't see an issue with it looking at LEGO's price trends and even just looking at the contents of the set itself. Available as of January 1st, 2025, we continue that same box art style that we saw introduced in 2021. From the back, you get an advertisement for how the set works with the big Great Hall released last summer, as well as a note with this being one of those 3 new releases to include a random collectible portrait piece. Opening up the box, we get 3 numbered bags to build the set, as well as your instructions. From the back of the instructions, you'll find those same 2 advertisements for the Hogwarts expansions currently available and how they can interact with one another. Our first minifigure, Harry Potter, is featured in his Gryffindor robes. This variant is no different than the one we saw in the 2021 Chamber of Secrets set or even the 2022 Advent Calendar. We used the same head and hair first seen in 2018, though the cool thing to come with this figure is the wand with the studded top. This is surprisingly the first time that we're getting it in that dark brown, which is more accurate than the black that we've seen Harry with in previous sets. Draco Malfoy seems to be one of LEGO's favorite minifigures lately, this variant included now in 5 other sets, as well as last year's Polybag, first appearing in the Diagon Alley direct-to-consumer in 2020. Still not a fan of the yellow hair, I say it every time, doubt it'll ever change. Like Harry, we get that wand with the stud in black. These exist to add spells at the ends of your wands, as well as provide an easier connection at the base, a bar connection for your characters to hold. I'm so glad Severus Snape is the same version as the Potions class released last summer. What makes this version special compared to previous renditions are those lovely arm prints that are barely noticeable at a quick glance, but it's insane to see that 2024 brought this feature to not just 1 but 3 main Hogwarts professors. As for the rest of the design, we keep the same head from 2018, and the printed legs make a comeback, yay! Like the 2002 Dueling Club set, this set only includes 1 new and exclusive minifigure, Gilderoy Lockhart. Now, compared to the 2002 version that is still a really lovely figure, this is so much more accurate for the scene being depicted. I'm particularly a fan of the double-sided facial expression that, like the torso print, are brand new for this set. Another interesting inclusion for this figure that's a new recolor for this set is the soft plastic cape in the sand green. Now, these I feel are alright for superhero sets, but for any other theme, I just don't like the idea of this because they're just so bulky, they get in the way. I don't see what's wrong with the fabric ones that they were using. I don't think kids are that dumb, LEGO. They can figure it out, they can put capes on, or even waist capes on minifigures. This set is much smaller compared to the 2002 release, but includes 29 more pieces than that original set. This is again due to LEGO's recent thing of using smaller pieces to try and capture those fine details compared to using bigger elements like you'd see in most of these older sets. Is this the way to go? Sometimes I think it's alright, but I feel they need to look back at those past sets, especially for that Grand Staircase Tower releasing over the summer. I really hope that includes lots of large elements to make it as tall as humanly possible. Unlike having a whole other piece of the room aside the table where the action takes place, in the set we get a teeny tiny fireplace. This is a feature that was missing in the Great Hall last year. It's at least something. This is also where they have that single collectible portrait piece that I got, a duplicate. There are 14 to collect, distribution is completely random. My favorite part of this set, and probably the main reason anyone would want it, is the Dueling Club table. Much more detailed than the 2002 release. You may notice the lovely tablecloth pattern down the middle. This is comprised of 6 printed pieces We get two 2x6 tile prints down the middle, and then two 1x8 tile prints from either side of these. This detail is more than what I hoped for, and on top of that, these are prints, they're not stickers like I'd previously thought that they'd be. I think it's really great to see this continue the trend of most of these Hogwarts expansion sets, including little to no stickers. Your main play feature of this build is allowing your characters to duel. We get jumper plates from each side of the table for you to place your opponents. Unlike the 2002 set, I like that you have studs to actually lock them into place so then they don't fall down. Now, to make it as if you sent your opponent flying backwards with a spell, all you have to do is push in on the stairs of the character firing the spell, and this will then push your opponent, this being Malfoy, to the ground. The mechanism inside that makes this work is really clever, utilizing a force to break apart the clip connection. I also have to appreciate the Hogwarts house colors inside the build. Placing this expansion piece inside the Great Hall from last summer, first you have to take everything out that's inside the main room. I recommend using a brick separator. Once the room is completely cleared, you can then place the build inside the hall, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad. If anything, I like it more because it's slightly more accurate than the small amount of things provided in the original build, or even what they included within the Advent calendar last year. Best of all, the dueling play feature is not sacrificed when placing the table inside the hall. So overall, for $25, if you're new to this theme, this is a perfect starter set to build you up to that big great hall. If you're a returning fan, despite the repeat minifigures, I feel the build is really the main attraction. It has a well-functioning dueling feature, and for sure is a nice little display piece from the theme that'll look nice in your collection. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified about future videos. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!